Hey guys, Goku here. And no, it's Marcus. I review stuff, and I really need a haircut. Keeping the hat on today for that very reason. Today I'm listening to the song City Escape by the Deer Hunter. It's kind of funny. First time, I remember hearing someone mention this band to me before, and I was like, the Deer Hunter, like they hunt deer. But then I see it spelled a little bit differently here, the Deer Hunter. Like my dear friend Hunter, like that. I have no idea. Never listened to this band before. No idea what to expect. Guessing maybe something hard rock, heavy metal oriented, just based on this album or song cover alone. Just I have no idea what to expect. So going in totally blind. I have had quite a few requests for some Deer Hunter on here, so finally getting to them. That's it. That's all I got to say. Let's listen to it. Again, City Escape, the Deer Hunter.
Cooking history, revealing thoughts of mystery. In the heat of the night, a woman wealthy of a Paris bride erased a harlot's life. The stage is set, places, people. The stage is set. Blind by practical and the mercenary lust, they tear at her skin. Lying at her throne with the smell of desperate and a lack of regret. Blind by practical and the mercenary lust, they tear at her skin. Lying at her throne with the smell of desperate and a lack of regret.
Cool. Hey, that one was that was interesting. I did not expect that at all. But it was a lot of fun. It was a really fun listen. I love the pace to it. That piano throughout was just hauntingly cool. And yeah, it was a fun listen. Man, that was cool. That was cool. I like that a lot. Thank you so much for that recommendation. That was a good one. So anyway, let's break it down. Let's start with those lyrics. So, please, what happened to the flame? It burned down the sides with a fondness for cooking history, revealing thoughts of Miss Terry. Miss Terry sounds like mystery, but right, Miss Terry. Please, what happened to the flame? It burned down the sides with a fondness for cooking history, revealing thoughts of Miss Terry. Yeah, no idea. I'm wondering if maybe, please, what happened to the flame? I wonder if he means like the flame, kind of like that. When we speak of like someone's motivation or their drive, we talk about like that flame in their heart or what have you. What happened to that flame, that spark, that fire? And then it says it burned down the sides with a fondness for cooking history, revealing thoughts of Miss Terry. So I'm guessing the woman who this song is about is Miss Terry, and maybe she's lost the passion or the flame for what she used to have. In the heat of the night, a woman wealthy of a Paris plight erased a harlot's life. So this woman's been through a lot. Her Paris plight. She's erased a harlot's life, so she's trying to lead an honest, good life. She's erased her past, and it says in the heat of the night, so I wonder if she's maybe leaving home or something, with the moon at her back, unaware of what could be. So she's leaving her past behind, moving on for something else. Plagued by practical and a mercenary lust, they tear at her skin. So this woman, I guess she tries to make an honest living. She leaves her past behind, flees, I guess, through the night, but someone or something is chasing her back down. Either, the person or people that she's running from, or perhaps maybe just her memories, her guilt, what have you. I'm not too sure yet. Oh, the trouble began, but it never ended, clawing at her throat with a smell of desperate and a lack of regret. Oh, the trouble began, but it never ended. Free, pardoned by the flame that burned down the sides, her feet began to bleed between the seams, but she persisted to the streets. So she's trying to escape. She's been going for so long that maybe her feet are swollen, bloody, what have you. But she persists on. In the heat of the night, the river rendered the chance she surely needs to stay alive. So if she gets across the river, she could be safe. I think it's interesting. I wonder what she's fleeing from, or who she's fleeing from, even. And I wonder what time period this song is like technically set in, because I feel like in modern times, getting across the river is not big of a deal unless you're talking about crossing like the Mexican-American border, what have you. But yeah, not too sure. And honestly, I get the vibe that it could be about that. It could be about someone trying to cross the border. leaving the past behind, leaving behind what they knew, and trying to move on to this other life. And in that reading, the plagued by practical and the mercenary lust, they tear at her skin. That to me could almost be like border agents, or what have you. That could be very interesting. If that's what this song is about, I honestly have no idea. Plagued by practical and a mercenary lust, they tear at her skin. Oh, the trouble began, but it never ended. Clawing at her throat with the smell of desperate and lack of regret. Oh, the trouble began, but it never ended. Oh, but her breath escapes her. Oh, but the pulse remains. So I'm wondering if she's trying to get across the river, but she doesn't, almost drowns, right? Breath escapes her, but she's still alive. Places, people, the stage is set. Places, people, the stage is set. Plagued by practical and a mercenary lust, they tear at her skin. Oh, the trouble began, but it never ended. Clawing at her throat with the smell of desperate and lack of regret. Oh, the trouble began, but it never ended. Yeah. I think it's interesting. It's definitely giving me something to think about. I'm like, what could this song possibly be about? I feel like my reading on perhaps someone trying to cross the border, trying to give themselves a better life, and are ultimately being hunted down or persecuted or what have you. I feel like that reading is kind of what I'm really getting from it, but it could be about something entirely different for all I know. I mean, I truly don't know much about this band yet or what their influences for writing are. So I'd be interested to see what you guys think, what you know about the lyrics. So please let me know about that. But lyrically, I thought it was interesting. It gave me something to think about. Like I said, it gave me some room to analyze, which I always like. So I give it 2 thumbs up. I thought it was pretty good lyrically. To me, where the song really shines is just in the instrumentation. There was a lot of fun to be had here. That piano was just very haunting in many aspects, but it really carried the song throughout for me. And the piano was kind of the star of the show for me. Although I did like the guitar, I liked all the other instruments. They sounded fine. To me, the piano just kind of what stuck out there. I liked the pacing of it. There were a lot of kind of faster paced moments, but they knew when to kind of slow it down and let it breathe for a little bit, which was nice too. And there were so many transitions in here that it was almost like a little hectic, and I think that's kind of what they were going for, considering what the lyrical content is about. But yeah, I felt like there was almost I said they slowed it down a couple times to let it breathe, but other than that, I felt like there was almost no time to breathe in the song, because it was just like we're moving from one section to another section, and the transitions were very clean, but it was just like almost again like a little helter-skelter. And I think again I think that was on purpose. I think that was to play into what the song is talking about lyrically. So I enjoyed it as well. The person's voice, the guy who sings, he sounds great. He sort of has that like he reminds me of that sort of Panic at the Disco / almost like I heard a lot of influences in his voice, and I think this was released around 2006. So I think he just has that natural ability. But I heard a little bit of Panic at the Disco. I heard a little bit of like the Killers in his voice. I heard a little bit of a few different influences, but it really worked. He still sounded like his own, still held his own, and it sounded great. So yeah, I enjoyed his voice. I enjoyed the instrumentation. Again, that piano was fantastic. I give it 2 thumbs up. It was a fun listen, even though it was kind of a mysterious or almost dark song. It was a really fun listen because they kept it interesting throughout. As far as replay value goes, I think this one's going to go on the playlist. I don't know if it's endeared me enough to really get a really consistent play on the playlist, but it's intrigued me enough to want to hear more from the band for sure, and it's intrigued me enough to give it another shot and see how it grows on me. I definitely think this one might be a grower for me. So, I think because it didn't blow me away and where I want to listen to it right away, I'll take a couple points off. But other than that, I thought it was great, and I'm definitely gonna listen to it again. So I give it like a 1.5. Pretty good still. So overall, really enjoyed this one. I'd be really interested to hear more from the Deer Hunter here. So if you guys have any other songs from them you would like me to review, please let me know. Leave a comment down below. But that's it, guys. If you enjoyed the music, go support the artists. Go listen to them wherever you can. One place you can probably find them, if they're on Spotify, you can definitely find them on my Spotify playlist, which will be down in the description below. It's got every single song I've listened to so far on my channel. It's like a good 12 plus hours of listening. You won't get tired of it. Hopefully, it's all different kinds of genres and shit. So yeah, go check it out. If you want to support me, just do all the normal stuff you do on YouTube. Like and subscribe and comment. That's it for me, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.